Hey everyone, and welcome back to my video series. This is Shraddha and you're watching Unique Chat BBR. So as today is another BBR Sunday, and today I'm back with a life-changing book again on its way. So our today's book's main concept is based on our thinking skill. Now it just kind of connects with our subconscious mind but isn't the total fact of it. So today we are going to get about how to actually change our life and what are those things that actually control all the actions that we take in the whole way of our life. So if you are really interested in this topic and this book, stay tuned till the very end. So yeah, quickly let's get ahead with the book. So the book I have for today is As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. And so today we have this whole thinking book that how our actions actually control us and how our thoughts actually control us. Okay, so yeah, quickly let's get ahead. So 35th BBR is our wish, so let's start the video in a swish. So yeah, quickly let's move ahead. So first of all, the content of our today's video is BBR My Review, hashtag BBR Experience, and by the end of this video, we are also going to get hashtag Flash Moments. So quickly let's get ahead. So the first here comes in, as you all know, BBR My Review. So today we have this wonderful book which is actually called as a self-help book, and has that one main focus on how to change our thinking style and what actually our thinking style means to us. Okay, so quickly let's get to that one specific point that this book just gives out from the starting of its name till the end, and it is the man is what he literally thinks the whole day. Now this is a true fact. Now let us think about this one quote which is in the whole book, which has the main concept of this book. It is that a man is literally what he thinks, his character being the complete sum of all of his thoughts. So we've got that a man is literally what he thinks, because let's take an example that, for example, if you're thinking about a thing for the whole day, now of course indirectly you're going to do some or the other particular actions to do it, like you are going to be like acting like it, or you're going to be like planning for whatever you're thinking. So these thoughts actually what are our builder. So let's take a few more things, like what are the main key points from this book. As we've got that a man is literally what he thinks. So let's take a quick example of it once again. It is that as a plant springs from a seed, and of course could not be without it. Likewise way, a man is actually every act of a man springs out from the hidden seed of his thoughts. Like that way, which could not have appeared if we didn't have that thoughts. So in the same way is our whole man process. Now let's take a quick example. Like for example, our mind or our brain is just like the ground or the garden, and we are kind of the farmer or the person who looks for it. Now if you are going to just dig in good seeds of good habits and good thoughts, now here seeds actually represent our thoughts. So if you're going to go for good seeds, that is good thoughts, it's going to give out good plants. But if you're not going to do anything on it, still plants are of course going to be there, because weeds of course come even if we just don't dig in seeds. So in both the ways, if we think clearly, even if we are not going to put on good thoughts or kind of good habits or at least good seeds, still plants are going to go there which are going to be a kind of bad or not good or kind of negative. So instead, even if we are going to have the result, even if we don't take any actions, why don't we just take actions and make it into a good result? So this book tells us that if you're going to put on good thoughts instead of the negative ones, and then we're going to get good results, as act is the blossom of thought and joy and suffering are its fruits. Now we got our mind is the garden. So of course when we are going to put on good or any of the seeds that is thoughts inside it, plants are going to come out, and in the same way act is going to be the blossom, that is the flowers, which are the starting of the main fruit, and joy and suffering, that is the results, are of course going to be the fruit. So whatever we are going to do right now, we are going to think about it, we are going to actually act, have thinking process, thoughts are going to actually give us the result we want. So like that way, this book entirely gives us an insight, as the name itself tells us, as a man thinketh. Like whatever we are going to think, same we are going to go through. So yeah, let's move to the next. It is that only by searching and mining, golds and diamonds are found. Like that way, if a man can find every truth connected to his soul and himself, if he just digs more deeper into his soul, like if that he is the maker of his whole destiny, of his character, of course, the motor of his life and the builder of his destiny. So whatever we are going to, if you just want to know about the truths, like why is this and this happening, just go through your thoughts. what are your thoughts? Because I know and I bet every day we have any number of different types of thoughts, which are negative, positive, kind of different thoughts, and that's why these all actually make up our mind. And most of the time, negative thoughts are those thoughts that actually take over our mind. So this book tells us mind is our master. So whatever you have to do, think about it clearly. Because if you're going to think and do something, for example, you have an opportunity and you are just asked whether to say yes or no. Now you are going to of course think about it. If you think, you're going to go ahead like yes or no. If you're going to say yes, and even if it turns out to be wrong, even if, you are actually mentally and physically both prepared, because you are already aware that when you thought, you're of course going to think about the bad results, the good results. So even if by chance your decision goes wrong, you know what are going to be its bad effects, and you're actually capable or strong enough to go for it. So like that way, this book tells us, think for every single stuff you're going to do. Think clearly, think twice, and also think on both the sides and not just one constructive mind. That is, keep your mind moldable and yourself moldable. Because as this world changes out, we also have to change. Our mindset has to change. Like that way, what we have to do is, as the time goes by, when we are going to make our thinking more higher, the way we are going to be built up, our character is going to be built up. So as the time changes, make yourself constructive and moldable. Not just that, stick to that one point and this one thing that, hey, I have this one thing in my life and I'm not going to change it. Be constructive, and of course you're going to achieve it whole. So now the next is very important point over here, that the one that seeks, he finds. The one that knocks, the door is always open. Now this book tells us really this important find and this one important thing, that if you're not going to take any action, how will the result will be there? Like, if you're going to seek, you're going to find. If you're not going to take any of the actions to at least go and search for it, for a solution, you're not going to find. If you're not going to knock on the door, who is going to open the door? Because the person or the opportunity is not going to actually get a dream that there's someone standing outside. You have to make a knock or at least ring the bell to tell the person that they have to open the door. Like that way, everything you have to take an action, and that is what you have to go for it. Now every thought or every seed sown or allowed to fall into the mind and to take roots there produces of course its own result, as we have already discussed in this video. Now, which blossoms sooner or later into the act and bearing its own fruits. Now that can be good fruits that leading to good habits, or bad fruits that leads to bad habits. So like that way, everything that actually goes deep in our mind, that actually comes in the seed and it just gets on roots, and in the process of building a plant, that's going to give out its own particular result. So what you have to do is always think positive, think about what are going to be its negative and positive points, and then take a step. But the important part is to take a step and action. Okay, so the next is the body is the servant of the mind. That is a very important thing. We've already got with the concepts of subconscious and conscious mind. That it is a very important part, because mind is the thing that actually functions your everything. So it obeys the operations, and everything that the mind gives it. Maybe it can be automatically expressed, or it can be deliberately chosen. Like if you're going to express it automatically, like some of the fewer things of your subconscious mind that are going to get involved in your mind, it is going to carry it out, of course, like breathing, your heart functions. It's going to carry it out even if you just say no, don't do it. It's going to do it. And some of the things that you have some opportunities to crack, you can say yes, I want, or I don't. That is totally on you. So it just simply obeys you, just like a robot does to all of its commands. Like that way. Now, what the main important point here goes is that the body is a delicate and plastic instrument, to be really precise over here. Now, which responds readily to the thoughts by which it is impressed. And good habits or any habits of thought will produce their own effects, that can be good or bad. So it just totally reflects on you that whatever you're going to think, same is going to happen with you, because indirectly the actions and everything your body is going to prepare yourself for those thinking processes. Like for example, dream lofty dreams. whatever you have dreamed, you have to achieve it. And that way, whatever dreams you're going to make for yourself, your body is indirectly going to actually prepare yourself for it. It's going to put on various incidents for it. And the theories of subconscious mind, it is of course going to make the path for whichever dreams you have chosen. Of course, if you're going to think about it every time, you're also going to do a lot of different types of action based on your dreams. So like that way, thinking is the very important process of all. Clean habits and clean thoughts make yourself a clean personality. Now there's one more best thing about our whole life. It is that to achieve anything we want, like there can be no progress, no achievement if we don't sacrifice. Every time in our life we have to sacrifice a few things, and for that sacrifice also we have to think on it. Now a man can only rise, conquer, achieve success, be successful, gain itself, know about himself and about the world if he sacrifices and also realizes his own self and also thinks in that particular life. So what he has to do is he has to lift up his thoughts. As we have already discussed, as the world goes, we have to also lift up our thoughts higher and construct ourselves. Because if you are going to be just so stubborn to not change, the world will go, higher and higher, and of course, time doesn't meant for anyone, so it's gonna go on its way, and we're just going to be stuck on that one stubborn thing we are there, and that's going to be the end of us. Like there, no success or no progress. For a minute or for a path, we are going to go there, but not much of it. So, the more higher we lift our thoughts, the more manly, upright, and righteous we become, and that's what we can become successful. So, man's mind is as we got, it's just like a garden. Be aware and also construct it in the way you want. Good habits take out the weeds that represent our bad habits. And by the way, if you also want to know about a few of the subconscious mind stuff and also how to just manage your life and all, these are a few videos you can see on the screen. I'm dropping links of it in the description box. Okay, so that was my review. I just really hope you loved it. This book has all of such points of how to actually construct your thinking and how important is our thoughts. So always be aware that whenever you're going to do something, think about it clearly. Think twice about it afterwards. Like what is going to be, its good effects, its bad effects, what should I do right now? Once you think, even if by chance the thing goes wrong, your decision goes wrong, it's all okay. Dream big, don't worry, your thoughts will be constructed as you go by. Just be careful to construct your thoughts in a better way, to take out those weeds out and to just make your life as clean and suitable. Just don't fill in a lot of thoughts and a lot of ideas in just one moment. Take time, go slowly, because as big things take time. So of course your dreams are of course going to take time. Just don't let that one procrastination go on the weeds over there. Okay, and so that was all from me. I just really hope you love this video. Let's move quickly to the #BBR experience. You must have all got it till now and also learned that whichever comment that I'm gonna love in the comment section, maybe with a few of the book suggestions, few of your kind of views on the books we have reviewed or any other books you love, just put down comments with a #BBR experience or a #Flash and I'm going to give a shout out to the best ones I just really love. And so quickly, let's move to the #Flash and a big flash me to the best experiences you shared with me. So these were the best experiences I got from all of you, and I'm just really looking forward all of them in the comment section. Don't forget to check out the annotations over there in the up. We're also having a lot of video recommendations there, and also don't forget to check out our BBR playlist and a lot of playlists that I'm going to link down in the description box. And don't forget to comment down also. So that was all from me for all of today. I just really hope you love this special BBR concept and of course this life-changing book. One more thing about this book is that this book is just really so slim that at first it just really thinks that a man thinks it is going to be a big book of thoughts and everything, but trust me, it's a really slim book that of course if you just don't like reading big picture books, it's all okay. This book is going to be done in just a few hours or maybe in a day if you're not that reader. Okay, and so this book is of course going to give you a lot of knowledge, so be sure to read it. And so of course don't forget to subscribe and use my that 3 cent people technique that I had told you all that strategy in my previous video. If you also want to know that, go watch this video on the screen here. And so Let's meet on every Sunday at sharp 5 p.m. IST. Once again, more of these KST and GMT timing zones are in the comment section. And so yeah, happy watching, happy learning and unique readings.